By combining all of their employees' development plans, companies can create succession plans for the future and encourage both vertical and horizontal mobility. Let's learn more about this process and the 9-box grid in this lecture. One of the reasons that many family-owned businesses do not survive into the second generation is because they don't prepare succession plans. The process of identifying and developing employees so that they can move into open positions in the future is called succession planning. It is usually used with managers and top leaders, but it can be important for the entire organization. Succession planning can help organizations in a variety of different ways. First and foremost, it helps them ensure that a year from now, 5 years from now, they have employees who can move into top leadership positions. Do they have someone to take over the CFO, the CEO, the VP of some division? Are there people in the organization who already have potential and that can be developed so that 4 or 5 years down the road, when they are needed, they are ready? This planning process also informs the development planning process, allowing us to identify who needs what by when. It also helps build what we call bench strength. When employees quit, the organization can easily and quickly replace them with other employees in the talent pipeline. Not only does it make it easier to fill open positions, but succession planning can also make things run more smoothly when employees do quit and are being replaced. And finally, clearly defined career paths are attractive to some people and can help retain some of those employees. How do we identify high potential employees? The 9-box grid is a popular tool used by companies all over the country. It is a 3x3 matrix, so 9 boxes, that allows organizations to compare employees across the organization or within a specific department, division, or team. The comparisons are usually done by managers who have periodic discussions about succession planning throughout the year. Employees are typically rated across 2 dimensions: their current job performance and their potential for the future, their promotability. Ratings can be tracked and assessed with technology. There are 3 main categories or boxes of employees that should be targeted for leadership positions and the development opportunities that go along with those positions: stars, rising stars, and high performers. I'll explain in more detail on the next slide. Here is what a 9-box grid looks like. You can also find this example on the Canvas page. Along the vertical axis, we have employees' potential or promotability. Along the horizontal axis at the bottom of the graphic, we have employees' current job performance. Keep in mind that the labels assigned to the 9 boxes will vary depending on who creates the 9-box grid. In this graphic, the dark green and 2 light green boxes denote employees who are ready for development opportunities or for promotion to leadership positions. In the dark green box, we have the stars, the high-performing, high-potential employees who show up every day and go above and beyond their job descriptions. In the light green boxes, we have rising stars who have high potential but moderate performance. And then in the other light green box, we have high performers who have some improvements to make in their promotability, but they do their job and they do it well. Employees in the yellow boxes should be monitored for improvements in their performance, in their promotability, and invited to development opportunities next. Employees in the orange boxes should be closely monitored for improvements. Some of them may not make it. Some of them may need to be transferred, demoted, or terminated. For those that do show performance improvement, it might be a while before development opportunities are offered. And finally, employees in the red box need to be closely monitored for improvements. And last on the list for development opportunities, they may be the first on the termination list. And keep in mind, we're talking about performance over an extended period of time. If you have employees who are just not making the necessary strides to improve in any way, this organization, this job may not be the right fit for them. The 9-box grid has several advantages, which is probably one of the reasons why it's so popular today. First and foremost, it standardizes the development and succession planning process. It makes it so that each time, each discussion, each rating, each conversation is based on the same information and done in a similar way. It includes multiple perspectives from multiple sources of information about the employees. The graphic is easy to understand and easy to discuss. By categorizing employees, companies can match them to development opportunities that make the most sense for them and the organization. Companies tend to invest more in stars, rising stars, and high performers. The other categories of employees are not completely ignored. They are just provided with different development opportunities that maybe don't cost as much money or as much time. If they prove themselves, if they improve their performance, if they improve their potential, there may be better opportunities waiting for them. The 9-box grid is something that you will likely see again in the future. So I encourage you to explore this Canvas page further.